everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we will be making mochi ice cream. So let's get started on what we'll need today. Alright, first we're going to start out with some rice flour. This is actually the brand that we got. You can get it at your local Asian market, or you can actually get it off of Amazon. That's where I got mine from. And then we're going to have water, sugar, potato starch, and matcha green tea powder. Now you don't really need this if you don't want it to be any kind of flavor. You could just make the plain one, but we're going to make a green tea version. And then we come to our ice cream. We have our green tea ice cream, and we're going to also make a plain version of the mochi and use mango ice cream. So let's get started. All right, first we're going to scoop out our ice cream and put it in this cupcake pan and place it in the freezer to actually have it freeze harder before we put it in our mochi. Alright, so now that our ice cream are in the freezer, we're going to go and start making the mochi. So we're going to add in our rice flour with our sugar. We're going to mix that around. Okay. And then we're going to add in our matcha green tea powder. Alright, and now we're going to add in the water. And what you're looking for is nothing too thick. You want it to actually be watery, because once we put it in the microwave to heat up, it's going to start binding together. So make sure you get all your sides and just whisk until everything is incorporated. Okay, and once everything is incorporated, we are going to cover this with clear wrap, and then we're going to put it in the microwave for 1 minute. All right, so we'll put our pot in there. All right, so it has been in the microwave for 1 minute. All right, so we're just gonna take the clear wrap off just a little halfway, because we're just gonna give it a little stir. And as you can see, it's actually binding together already. So you just wanna kind of like push it down a little bit, like you're mashing mashed potatoes. Okay. Now we're just going to seal it back up and put it back in the microwave for another minute. Alright, so this is the second minute that our mochi has been in the microwave. Okay. Alright, and as you can see, it has actually binded together pretty well. Okay, we're just going to mash it again, like how we did the first time. We're going to try to sweep it away from the side of the glass. All right, and then we're going to cover it back again and go back into the microwave for 30 seconds. All right, so we are done using the microwave now, so you can completely remove the clear wrap. And then we are just going to stir this around in the pot real quick. As you can see, it's really binded together and sticky. Okay, so now we are going to let this sit on the side and let it cool down while we prepare the base for us to roll our mochi out. All right, so what you want to do next is lay out some parchment paper on your countertop. You don't necessarily have to have this plastic on the bottom. I just have it for reasons of my own. And what you're going to do is take that potato starch that you have, and then we're just going to pat it down onto the parchment paper. Okay, and make sure you get as much potato starch as you can on the parchment paper, just because the mochi is very sticky. Okay. Okay. And then the other half of the potato starch, we are going to put it on top of the mochi once we lay it down. Okay, so now that our mochi has cooled down a little bit, I'm just gonna go ahead and add it to our potato starch. Okay, and it's pretty sticky, so be careful. Okay. Alright, so you will have some part of it stuck on your spatula. So whatever you want to use to get the excess mochi off. Okay. All right. So let's put the remaining potato starch on top of the mochi, sorry. Okay, and we're just gonna pat it in with our fingers first before we use our rolling pin. Make sure that each part of the mochi has the potato starch. And then once you feel that each part of the mochi has potato starch in it and you don't seem to have your hands sticking on it, all right, let's go get our rolling pin. Okay, and then we're just gonna roll it out. Okay. Alright, and once the mochi is rolled out, we're going to put it on a baking tray and put it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes to cool off. And then once it's cooled off, we'll go ahead and cut them in circles. Baking sheet. And then this goes into the refrigerator for 30 minutes. All right, you guys, so we just took our mochi out of the refrigerator, and so now we're going to use a wine glass to cut the mochis out. You can also use a cookie cutter, but we don't have one. So we are going to improvise by using our wine glass. Okay. All right, and then once you take it out, okay, you're going to want to dust off some of the potato starch. Okay. Alright, so now we're just going to transfer our ice cream into our mochi. So we're just going to lay our mochi out here. And then put in our ice cream. And then we're just going to bind it together like this. Give it a little twist, and then we're going to put it back into the cupcake holder, and we're going to put it back into the freezer and let it get hardened, and then we'll show you what it'll all look like all put together. Hey everyone, welcome back. So we have the mochi ice cream in the freezer for about an hour now. So look at here, I actually had to use the clear wrap to actually wrap it around to get it sealed pretty well. So all you have to do is just unseal it and then just place it on the plate, and these are your mochi ice creams. So let's cut into one, see what it looks like. Oh, it's like really frozen. Okay, and there you go. And then let's cut into the plain one with the mango ice cream. Okay, there you go. So please enjoy, like and subscribe, comment below if you want to see any other new recipes.